we are in the month of Black History, and typically we celebrate Black History in February. But we want to know, especially from the experts, the historians, Miss Long. I'm going to start with you this time. What is Black History, and why do we celebrate Black History? Why should our students celebrate Black History?
Okay. It's important for us to recognize the achievements and the contributions of all people. And this month, it happens to be Black people and the roles in society. So this is important for all students. So by having our students learn about Black history, it produces cultural competencies. It produces though global citizenship and diverse perspectives of real world experiences. It makes our students more aware of experiences and encourages students to think critically. So as an educator, it gives me an opportunity to honor traditions and empower students in Black history.
All right, Miss Reese, what is your answer to that question? What is Black History, and why should the students celebrate Black History?
For sure. I agree with a lot of what Miss Long said. But I think the main reason why students should celebrate Black history is because often this is a narrative that I hear both from students and from well-meaning adults who have this narrative of slavery happened, and then it was really racist in the US for a while, and then MLK came and everything changed, and now we're good. And we know that history is so much more complicated than that, that there's still an ongoing and all-inclusive struggle to fight for liberation and for freedom for Black folks, for Indigenous people, for Latinx people, um, for migrants to the US, right, of all citizenship statuses. And Black history is kind of at the forefront in February of how we learn about those things, how we think about the inventions, the policy changes, and the cultural shifts that are integrated into the fiber of how we experience today. So Black history is a celebration of those things. It is a critique of current policy in the past, but it's also a way for us to structure and frame how we think about how we want to interact with our community and make change for the future. And I think that's why it's important.
I agree with both of you. I think that it is very important that we embrace each other and try to learn history, as they say, so we don't repeat it, and make the same mistakes that were done in the past. And I think that that's what we're trying to do. The more that we are informed, the more that we are going to be able to move forward. And I think that that's one of the reasons that I became an educator. I wanted to make sure that my students had a chance to be well informed and be aware of their culture and be aware of who they are and how valuable they are, so they can be a good product, and nobody will be able to deny them of what is given to them, their rights. And so I thank you, both of you, because you have given me an insight on what is growing up in America, why choosing education, and what is Black history. And that was the intent for this segment. I will invite you later on, for other segments of the Green Spotlight. But anything that you want to add at the end of this segment so we can leave um, and move on to another segment? Anything that you want to add?
I just want to say we have a strong love for Dorsey and a desire to be at Dorsey, and we just welcome the community. We want them to come to Dorsey to see what we have to offer. And so we bleed green around here, and we just can't hide that Dorsey pride.
No, we can't.
I would also encourage students to think about themselves as part of history. We have so many amazing students at Dorsey that are really involved in their community, not just the Dorsey community, but the greater LA area. And they are currently making history. And that's wonderful to think about. They are the figureheads that we'll be learning about decades from now.
They will be. We are very proud. We wear green with prideness, and we will be Dorsey forever. So thank you both, and you just can't hide that Dorsey pride. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye, y'all.